Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan launches nationwide 100-day intensified TB elimination campaign for Manipur. Minister calls for collective efforts by chief medical officers and district TB officers to eliminate tuberculosis. Rongmei Naga People's Organization calls for temporary relocation of Tamenglong CJM court to function alternately between Imphal and Tamenglong for 15 days each until normalcy returns. 5 civil bodies called mass protest rally on December 10 to oppose alleged divide and rule policy of Indian government in Manipur. Terrorism and foreign interference aim amid ongoing crisis and imposition of Armed Forces Special Powers Act. MMWO President Boboy Kori Mayum says Prime Minister Narendra Modi's silence on Manipur criticized crisis revealed centers disregard for people of Manipur, treating them as second-class citizens. Government extends ban on mobile internet and mobile data services, including VSATs and VPN services, for 2 more days until December 9. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Now the news in details. Nationwide 100-day intensified TB elimination campaign was officially launched in Manipur today by Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan at Classic Grande, Chingmirong. Organized jointly by Directorate of Health Services, National Health Mission and State TB Cell Manipur, the campaign aims to eradicate tuberculosis across the country. Speaking at the event, Dr. Sapam Ranjan stressed the importance of collective efforts by chief medical officers and district TB officers to eliminate TB, emphasizing that paperwork alone will not achieve this goal. He also reiterated that TB is curable and called for united actions to build a TB-free nation. During the event, edible items were distributed to TB patients and a mobile van equipped for TB treatments and public awareness campaign was flagged off. Senior officials from the health department attended the launch.
Ultimately, state level, the state TB officer, whoever it is, the Pambana or the NHM, the state mission directors, the Pambaga, we cannot just win them with. The most important are the ones who are at the district level. I don't know, CMO, DTO, serious in the lobby now. Serious in the lobby now. Build of Jerry, Manam the Aquina Sida, decision to same implementation at the grassroots will be done by those CMO and other thing where you have to be committed. It is just not for the paperwork that we have spent this much. We have to be a little meticulous in our approach.
100-day intensified campaign on TB elimination was also launched in Chandal district today. Chief Medical Officer Chandal Dr. Joyshant Matthew Mongsang launched the campaign at District TB Center, Chandal. District Health Society Chandal collaborated with NTEP and initiated the campaign. Nikshay Mitra food baskets were distributed to TB patients during the event. A nationwide 100-day TB elimination campaign was also launched in Kakching district. The district Deputy Commissioner Rohit Anand launched the campaign at the conference hall of DC Kakching. CMO Kakching Dr. T.S. Rajend and KMC Number 4 Caretaker Councillor P. Sanahald were also present at the launch function. DC Rohit Anand also launched a Nikshay Vahan campaign at the event. Tamenglong CJM court is unable to function properly owing to the prevailing crisis in the state. Rongmei Naga People's Organization RNPO urges to move the court between Imphal and Tamenglong for 15 days each until normalcy returns into the state. Speaking to media at a press conference held at Manipur Press Club today, RNPO spokesperson Ashinpo Gangmei highlighted that the court has been crippled in wake of the prevailing crisis in the state, and because of this, several litigations of the economically challenged people of Tamenglong are either in suspension or pending. He stressed that some of these litigations need to be completed within a specific time, and this has upset the public. He furthermore pointed out that majority of the judges of Tamenglong CJM court are Meitei, and around 95% of the advocates and staff are also Meitei. He reiterated that in view of the present situation where members of the Meitei community are unable to travel to the hill, the spokesperson urged to allow functioning by moving the court in Imphal and Tamenglong for 15 days each. He appealed to relevant authorities to allow resuming of litigations of members of Kuki community to continue in Tamenglong and cases represented by Meitei advocates to resume in Imphal. The RNPO spokesperson also highlighted that written submissions was made to Manipur High Court Chief Justice on March 11, 2024 in this regard. However, there has been no response. Moreover, it was also revealed that RNPO General Secretary filed RTI for information on operation and proceedings of CJM Court, Session Court, Civil Judge Senior and Civil Judge Junior Division through Manipur High Court Public Information Officer.
Isinaw kuki sing na belly the kumbang amdre. Aduga isinaw metai sing na ching the kabangam the basida. Romay people gi amasung tribal gi athapada lay basing na district court sa pamatam sida. Makoy in time makoy gi grievances si relief pangbang amdre. Madugi da magta Romay people organization na 11 March 2024 da Tamenglong gi CGM court si 15 days si Tamenglong da na isinaw kuki sing gi. Aduna makoy gi convenient gi da magta makoy Imphal lakwa da bine tawbiro. Romay macha singi case labor makai isinaw metai sing na 90% advocate si oibanina makhoi ge convenient ge damakta 15 days Imphal da CGM Tamenglong court si open to view. So far Honorable High Court na madugi effect order thokpolaite.
5 prominent civil bodies in Manipur, Amuko, Puere Lemerod, Amawova, MSF and COHR, jointly called for a mass protest rally on December 10. The rally will be held to oppose the alleged divide and rule policy of the Indian government in Manipur, terrorism and foreign interference amid the ongoing crisis and re-imposition of Armed Forces Special Powers Act. Addressing to media at Amuko office in Kwakaithel today, Amuko General Secretary and convener of the 5 civil bodies, Pratap Leishangtem, informed that the rally will begin at 10 a.m. from the Thau ground, Thangmaiban. It will proceed through Nagamapal, Kwairamban Kaithel, Kangla Mamang, Khuyathong and North AOC, culminating in a public meeting at Kumalampak. Pratap Leishangtem emphasized the rally's objective to foster unity among the indigenous communities of Manipur and to collectively protest against the government of India's alleged attitude towards the state. He appealed to all indigenous communities to participate and requested that no band or blockade be imposed on the day of the rally.
Laibiriba Purim Kudimak Nsi Sanan Leminaba, Amata Wina Punsilla Kanda, Asetba Pide Malomina Kanda, Ipa Pusin the Tambiramba, Singtam, Kaidana Tambiramba, Maite Pangal, Sinna, Pulaki Wina, Apunbagi Saki, those Haganaba Honavada, Satkaduriba, Kunseta say Yamna Maruiba, Manipuri, Jasik Oiva, Kunseta Oiguribani, Aduna, Kunseta say Shinjabani, Kunseta Sida, Kuimasin, Amata Wina, Lemina Honavaki Tanzadu, Lominasi,
Armed Forces Special Protection, Masigi, Safu Sina, Equipunamoxi, Awaba, Modi Impact, Panamaximita, Mikanga Equipunamak, 1 minute later. At any cost, Equity Pandamdi, Adugumba, the right to self-determination is our birthright. Armed Forces Special Protection, fully repealed the so far, Equity Lives is Shakur came to Lake. Even Army came among the Tabuk Supersangi Bambu, Mang the Tibon Kongaba, involuntary disappeared and its Kimongla was said. Very unfortunate, and a man singer said, quite strongly, Kanem Tawi, Lonina, Suma Mam Singh, talked about government of Nidana, Honagadavani, or Kotapanigadavani.
Manipur Meitei Pangal Welfare Organization MMWO observed its 14th Foundation Day today at Hotel Castle Palace Compound. During the event, MMWO President Boboy Kori Mayum shared sharply criticized Prime Minister Narendra Modi, stating that the Prime Minister's silence on the ongoing Manipur crisis reveals the centre's disregard for the people of Manipur, treating them as second-class citizens. Addressing the gathering, Boboi stressed that prioritizing individual communities' interest over collective harmony only fuels animosities, obstructing unity and leaving the state's territorial integrity vulnerable to external threats. He pointed out the centre's prompt intervention during crisis in other states, but accuses it of a deliberate inaction in Manipur, hinting at a hidden agenda behind allowing the turmoil to persist. Boboi also urged elected representatives to prioritize public welfare over their position, warning of agitation by MMWO if MLAs and ministers failed to acknowledge the people's sentiments and act decisively during these challenging times.
Government, state government, asiso, labor MLA sing asiso, highly pochi, I could show, I could more young, we have young like Makwesi, Barzag, Apamba Monda, Barzaga, Luinana, Chatabatagadi, Moina Mang Targas, Weragana, I could Moigi Matunda, I could in Ragatakani, Aduga Makwina, Mabumanam Nairaganda, highly opposing Sida, I could Yinga, Dum, I could so free Kaki, Wataragadi, I could Makwigi Matatasu, I could Punjang, I could Sanction was here, Saraga lay, I was say 800.
Members of Ketragaon Meitei Pangal United Club KMPUC apprehended 4 women with 28 vials of suspected heroin number 4 during an anti-drug drives at Khergaon Makhalaikai last night. Following their apprehension, KMPUC members burned the seized drugs in front of the public as a symbolic gesture against drug abuse. The arrested women, all residing in rented accommodations in Imphal East District, were counseled and handed over to their respective families. The club vice president Abdul Rajak emphasized that the club will take strict legal actions against individuals involved in drug use or trafficking. He claimed that the arrested women had procured the heroin from one Yumkhaibam Bebe and Yumkhaibam Rubani, daughters of Thoibi, residents of Khergaon Makhalaikai. Rajak revealed that KMPUC, acting on local complaints, had issued notice and summoned 8 individuals suspected of involvement in drug abuse and trafficking.
Nupi mari ase ngasi dagina chahi amagi mamangdagi bebe amadi rubani thoibi hairiba makoi imung sidagi poche adum lawduna adum laki lebak thibadagi moi ngasi kampungna phaduna wangkong chathajare aduga makhata na kampungna konba jagada nisagi polamsing yonba ase athubada topiyu karigumba tokta taragadi makhata na drive chatharakpada thengnaba amadi akoina Hangba Mio Singudi Madugi Chaba Dandi Moibu Hagatnanaba rehabilitation na Tambakangde Moigi parents sing to Kaura Koi Hana Sodum Tawi Ado Makata na Sodum Chatajakini.
Security forces recovered several weapons during search operation in foothills area of Pechi Hill, Thoubal district yesterday. Recovered items include 1 SMG carbine with magazine, 336 HE hand grenade to tube launching for live round ammunition, 5 magazine of 9 mm, 26 empty cases, 1 bayonet, 2 arming ring and Baofeng radio set with charger. Langtabald MLA Karam Shyam, along with Spastic Society of Manipur today, provided disability certificate to Langtabald Kunja Makhalaikai residents 45-year-old Ningthau Khongjam Thembung, diagnosed with intellectual disability and locomotor issues, and his brother Apabi, who has borderline disability to ensure their access to welfare schemes and benefits. Notably, the siblings' father was a teacher at a local primary school, but even after 7 years of his demise, they had not received pensions. MLA Karam Shyam, the pledge continued assistance for constituents with disabilities. Spastic Society of Manipur Secretary Laishram Tokendra Riki also appealed to Treasury Office officials to expedite their pension-related documentations and provide necessary guidance for them to avail the benefits they deserve.
Kana lehuri kari tauri kana da mateng pangbi ba yai gai se thiraga pibiba ma akhoi darkar leina lawi aduga AG maroina treasury si laising che usi phol GPF ki ade pisa phangri natra han gi thamjaram more than 7 years singje sigi jingje official jingjina with blessing adi leita laira solna sumaina disabled oibu singji mateng pangba si adi mioiba samaj gi ishor na yagda ba pot amani haibagi wakhalon do khallaga mateng pangse aduga cooperation phajana BBO ISU as a Kendra MLA winner, Mating Bangjage.
Education sina parent department hai tare mapaji hana primary teacher mo Germany na adudagi AG gi treasury gi sigi DP gi khangde sigi process mayam tawgadabu se mayam changdana official singsina so isa gi ne khallaga laita lairagi mateng pangbiniga charity pambanate mokhoi gi paisa PC khochi haibana chade makha magi phangpham thokpa hak hai tare rights hojiki family mapagi pension se sahi taret hen gare moidi kaimta khangjadabni na pension book to dum pairaga leirame.
All Manipur Muslim Students Organization AMMSO Kakching District Committee urges relevant authorities to urgently address the shortage of teachers at Santheld Mamang Higher Madrasa in Kakching District. The demand came after an inspection visit by an AMMSO team led by District Committee President Mohammad Musarraf today. Mohammad Musarraf highlighted that while the madrasa previously had an adequate number of students, enrollment has been decreasing due to the relocation of former teachers to other places and some being sent for training. Despite the madrasa principals appealed to the authorities for new teacher posting, no action has been taken to date. AMMSO urges the authorities to take immediate action to send the required teachers, else warned of agitation to draw attention to their demands.
Sarkar meeting changbir tabasi amalebak thibani oza awat passing asi education department amadi mari lenaba department kudimana athu matang thabiranaba student organization make de ko nishinjari sakata na leiba asigumba wat pasi leitanaba paliba lengaksina athubada awat passing meeting changjin minaba nishinjari aduga tramangani gi manungda wali boza habadi utilize thakriba amadi training sakriba oza hinji halaga thabirakpa natragana anu boza ahum thabiranaba hana nishinjari kariguma makata na haibazida lekang na meeting changbiragadi so ga kusan maduna lekai si club organization kusan maduna akanba kongong changsulakana.
Meitei Meitei Tribe Union in press release urges state agriculture, horticulture and other relevant departments to take initiative to facilitate the cultivation of rabi crops into post-harvest paddy fields, which they aimed to recoup for some losses in the economic development of the state, which has took a hard hit due to the prevailing crisis. Suspension of mobile internet and mobile data services, including VSATs and VPN services, are further extended for 2 more days until 5:15 p.m. of December 9th. Internet has been banned in the district of Imphal West, Imphal East, Thoubal, Kakching, Kangpokpi, Churachandpur, Jiribam and Ferjol district in public interest, except for those cases whereby the state government has granted exemption. Well, now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on Center for Organization, Research and Education approaching United Nations Working Group on the enforced or involuntary disappearance for the missing case of Laishram Kamal Babu. We will be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Ningol Chakova Amasum Diwali na Lakpada, Majo Habki Maiki Digi offer chow Bizari, refrigerator, washing machine, smart TV Amasum, smartphone su brand Makalsuna Thamjeri up to 60% discount ta Glassware Dagi Horaga, rice cooker, air fryer na chim product brand makhal loina suna thamjari. Kaisampat konjeng hajari lekai Thoubal. Aduga Manipur da tanatana Guwahati da su akhagi branch hamdun leitare. Ngasi maglingsin birau Macho Hub.
Welcome back. After the break, you're watching Primetime English Bulletin, and moving on with our bulletin. The case of Laishram Kamal Babu, who went missing from the Leimakong Army camp, has been brought to the attention of United Nations Working Group on the Enforced or Involuntary Disappearance under the Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights. This move followed a request by Center for Organization, Research and Education (CORE). Speaking to media at Manipur Press Club today, President of Elders Council at the CORE, Laifungbam Devabrata Roy, expressed concern over the lack of updates since Kamal Babu's disappearance 12 days ago from the 57 Mountain Division headquarters. Devabrata emphasized that the case has been registered with both Sekmai Police Station in Manipur and Kasar Police Station in Assam, and a petition has been filed with the High Court of Manipur. The United Nations Working Group on the Enforced or Involuntary Disappearance has issued an urgent formal communication underscoring that Kamal Babu's disappearance constitutes a violation of the right, liberty and freedom guaranteed by the Indian Constitution. Devabrata assured that the group is taking immediate action to locate the missing individuals and address the issue.
Numit tarai thoi shuru phawda karimta paw magi faith ma sireba kholu karimta yaudna thambi basi very much akoi concern ne public ki concern ni mayam ki concern ni haina India ki government na sumasi concern oyum thoi haidna masi ki step se akoi lokhat charak pani urgent communication noina akoi ne ngarang ji thajagi buni acknowledge pibi re acknowledgement sisu kudak ta dum pire moi secretary Geneva da gi pibi re moi step khata abdu kari directly moi state da communication tor kani moi mandate manung chanbra chandabra case hana moi hana yengri chalamadi direct state in the most urgent and most rapid manner the state the communication tharakane krai chakarge thir o aduga paupir o moi mandate ki makhada ma phangri phau sirasu hingasu masaji pudokri phau ga case open when thamgadawa case ne na lawe na hai.
Several leaders of Republican Party of India Thwale have extended support to mass protests against Kuki terrorists. Spearheaded by the party national secretary Maheshwar Thaunaugjam, the protest will be staged at Jantar Mantar, New Delhi tomorrow. Prominent Republican Party of India Athwale leaders including Fakhri Alam from New Delhi, Rumi Sharma from Assam and youth leader Pankaj Meena from Rajasthan, and leaders of allied organizations such as Mahadev Sena President Pankaj Nanda and Varatiya Chalak Ekta Sangh President Tijendra have extended support. RPI Athwale members from Haryana and Punjab have already announced their support earlier. Relay hunger strike by Uripog Apunba Looped and Uripog Nupi Apunba seeking justice for Jiribam victims entered its 22nd day today. Residents of Nagamapal, the Paunam, Laikai took over the rally hunger strike till the afternoon. Residents of Kwai Brahmapur carried from the afternoon till 6 in the evening, and residents of Singjubung Laikai took over for the night. UAL appreciated KSH Basantakumar for his large contribution in handing over of memorandum to Prime Minister's office in Delhi. A book titled Nganthorakli Ba Numidang Wai, written by YUV Thoubal CEO Tikendrajit Akoijam, was released during an event which was held at YUB Bhavan in Thoubal, Wangmataba, Chingya. The book was released by a former convener of Manipur Language Advisory Board, Sahitya Academy, New Delhi, Professor Huirem Bihari. During the book launching event, attendees observed a 1-minute silence as a mark of respect to all the individuals who had lost their lives in prevailing violence. In connection with the Constitution Day, Political Science Department of Lilong Haurebi College held inter-college quiz competition at the multipurpose hall of the college in Lilong, Thoubal district today. The college principal, Professor Muhammad Abdul Sattar Saha, head of Political Science Department of the college, Dr. K. Kunjarani, and Assistant Professor Muhammad Safirik Rahman graced the event. Lilong Haurebi College, Imphal College and Dhanamanjuri College of Arts won first, second and third position in the quiz competition. Passing out parade of Class 12 students of Sainik School, Imphal was held today at the school campus. Principal of Sainik School, Imphal, Colonel A. Rajiv graced the parade as reviewing officer. Altogether, 225 senior cadets attended the parade, which has been conducted by Sainik School, Imphal for the first time. School cadet Captain Diptendu Mutumd and Vice Captain Monarch Sharma commanded the parades. State Central Library, Imphal, Department of Art and Culture, Manipur and Raja Ram Mohan Roy Library Foundation in collaboration with 13 district libraries will organize the 31st Book Fair 2024 at State Central Library and Manipur State Archives Complex, Kaishampat from December 15 to 24. One-day free health camp was held at Ibudho Laikond near the Manipur University water supply today. Ibudho Thaugal Looped Manipur University campus, Lions Club of Kanchipur Palace and Manipur University Health Center in collaboration with Basikong Primary Health Center organized a camp which provided medical assistance to over 100 locals, offering services like general medicine, eye care and dental checkups. Specialized tests were also conducted with support from the Krishna Diagnostics. One-day free medical camp was held today at the TKWA club premises in Tentha today. Sri Suvakumar Memorial Trust organized a health camp in association with Wangjing Women and Girls Society. Blood donation camp under the banner Iraicha Singhi Damak Kathoklaba E. Blood donation for the people in connection to International Volunteer Day 2024 was carried out today at Blood Center, Babina Cancer Hospital, Kabeshwai. The blood donation camp was jointly organized by Green Brigade Manipur, Life Savior Manipur, Nehru Yuva Kendra, Vishnupur, Indian Red Cross Society, Vishnupur District Branch, HDFC Bank, Imphal Branch and Blood Center, Babina Cancer Hospital under the aegis of State Blood Transfusion Council. 7 donors, including 2 female donors, donated blood at the camp. Women folk staged a protest meet in Judibam district today demanding revocation of NIA cases against Arambai Tengol chief Korongan Bakuman. The protest was held in front of Congress Bhavan in Judibam's Babupara. Sangai Telapunba Mairapaibi also staged a protest against the NIA cases against Arambai Tengol leader Koronganba. They demanded the case be repealed and called for complete eradications of the Kuki militant groups. Mairapaibis in Yumnam Patlo, Sagolmang, Kewa Sagolmang and Kewa Fuju held protest meet today condemning NIA cases against Arambai Tengol chief Korongan Bakuman and in demand for arrest and punishment of culprits of Judibam killings and safe release of Laishram Kamal Babu. The agitation was carried out in the Kewa Sagolmang Imphal East.
Matam lai bak hibikta mahangna mafam khuding kochen chele haire ga mana khoigi khunjibu karai da imagine je isa je inau je sokhi ge da ge na chela ga igi akhoigi Manipur lam dam che kalamai na mache ta ga ni haina choki mati mana mathwai ji changna hona jaba isa chibu ek panjam bi base tawbi ganu ngasi jiri da mi taru angang pikhaba sahi sudriba thani pan khak da ngai riba angang du bhawda minung si yaudana mafam rang khangdana angang dubu Makok to da, Tomeraga Nangji head the people Mama Sokai, Madu, Tokibado, Madu Tamoy, Chong Satina, Nuaja de.
Hauraibi Punbalup staged a protest meet at Hauraibi Community Hall under Wangoi Police Station in Imphal West District today against the arrest of Arambai Tengold Chief Korongan Bakumand and other village defense volunteers. Governor Lakshman Prasad Acharya greeted defense personnel in the country on the occasion of Armed Forces Flag Day today. In his message, Governor Lakshman Prasad Acharya stated that starting from 1949, Armed Forces Flag Day is being observed on December 7th every year to honor all the defense personnel who laid down their lives for the nation and men in uniforms who continued to fight to safeguard the country's honor. Now, the news from the world of sports. Manipur team secured 2 successive victories in under-17 girls football of 69th National Games under the aegis of School Games Federation of India, hosted by Jammu and Kashmir. Manipur defeated CISCE Old India Selected School 2-1 today. For the winners, Eld Menika and Olivia secured 1 goal each at 29th and 50th minutes of the match. Yesterday, Manipur derby IBSO Maharashtra 12-0. Tomorrow morning, Manipur will face Bihar. Manipur Police Sports Club advanced to final and the first state-level SDPO Chingthamd Anand Kumar Memorial 9th A-side veteran football tournament. 12 teams from different parts of the state are competing in the 3 groups in the tournaments being held under the sponsorship of family members of late SDPO Chingthamd Anand Kumar under the collaborative efforts of SICO Lorembam Laikai and YDC ML Kwakaithil Laishram Laikai. Into this match, Manipur Police Sports Club defeated FLAM School 3-1. In the second semi-final match to be held tomorrow, Flamed Football Club Kiamgai will go against Champ Football Club Imphal West. Uniforms were distributed to Manipur players who are participating in the 29th Senior Women's National Football Championship for Rajmata Jijabai Trophy to be organized by All India Football Federation in Chhattisgarh from December 10th. The uniform distribution event was held today at artificial turf ground in Lamlong, Thongkong, Imphal. CT Higher Secondary School Mayang Imphal presented travelling shirts. Families of late K. Sanaton from Langold gave practice uniforms, and Jalandhar-based Soccer India Private Limited Vector X and Victor Thunder presented the championship uniform to players. Former AMFA President M. Ratan Kumar, General Secretary L. Jyotirmoy Roy and Vice President W. Mobi Macha graced the event. Team Manipur comprises 22 players. Team manager Padma Shri and Arjuna awardee Obembem, head coach M. Devend, goalkeeping coach K. Narayan and physio Najmeen Pathand. Speaking on the occasion, head coach M. Devend maintained that players of the state have been deprived of long practice season due to prevailing crisis, but nevertheless expectations are high that the team will emerge as winners in the football championship.
Championship nalakpa Rimer Krada Rimur Habatare Mama Pakaraga the agent Singana Manipur IWN Hadi Indian Women's League Honiana Angang is low in a band Putokoraba. At the shom the trials the Angang Ani Ahum de Hen Lakamdram at the Mana trials Lep Kibani. At the Digamu Machidi Shoibatare and Ampanam Kan Honebidana Mapagi Angang Singsi City Club Chingna City Hadana the personally Ampana Magi Lakpagi Barak Putokana Angang Singsi Kokshilaga Mi Kunipansui. Adudagi Kara Amani Angang Singkai Kara Yanga Koi Mikuni Toigi Tim Mama Shemjabadi.
Imphal Public School IPS Kanchipur today concluded its 2-day 23rd Annual Sports Meet 2024 under the theme "Without games and sports, education is meaningless, and without education, games and sports are also meaningless." The event featured a 10-meter air pistol and rifle shooting competition at the school shooting range, with enthusiastic participation from the students, and a unique addition as part of the health education. The programs included Zumba and Arabic sessions. Women's Junior Asia Cup 2024 begins today in Muscat, Oman. In the opening games, Japan face Sri Lanka at 4:45 p.m. The second match is between China, Taipei and Hong Kong, China at 7 p.m. The tournament, which featured 10 nations divided into two pools, will run until December 15. Pool A consists of Bangladesh, China, India, Malaysia and Thailand, while Pool B includes China, Taipei, Hong Kong, China, Japan, Korea and Sri Lanka. India's women's junior team is set to begin its campaign on December 8 against Bangladesh. The team will face Malaysia on December 9, China on December 11 and Thailand on December 12. Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we wind up, let's take a glimpse at the headlines once again. Health Minister Dr. Sapam Ranjan launches nationwide 100-day intensified TB elimination campaign for Manipur. Minister called for collective efforts by chief medical officers and district TB officers to eliminate TB. Rongmei Naga People's Organizations called for temporary relocation of Tamilang CJM court to function alternately between Imphal and Tamilang for 15 days each until normalcy returns. Five civil bodies called a mass protest rally on December 10 to oppose alleged divide and rule policy of Indian government in Manipur, terrorism and foreign interference amid ongoing crisis and re-imposition of Armed Forces Special Powers Act. MMW President Bovoy Kori Mayum says Prime Minister Narendra Modi's silence on Manipur crisis reveals the centre's disregard for people of Manipur, treating them as second-class citizens. Government extends a ban on the mobile internet and mobile data services, including VSATs and VPN services for 2 more days until December 9. And the Center for Organizations, Research and Education approaches United Nations Working Group on enforced on involuntary disappearance for the missing case of Laishram Babu. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipuri Bulletin. In the meantime, have a great evening and always stay safe.
Chahi khudingi India da energy conservation week asi